10 Hong Kong pro-democracy activists face a closed-door trial for illegally crossing the border. They could face up to 7 years in prison, with one who is charged under a national security law facing the possibility of a life sentence. Our Kyung-eun has this report.
10 Hong Kong pro-democracy activists appear in a Chinese court in Shenzhen on Monday for the first day of their secret trial. They're accused of an illegal border crossing as they're allegedly fleeing to Taiwan for political refuge. The fugitives are among the 12 activists who had all faced charges over anti-government protests. Since they were detained in August, they've been allowed virtually no contact with the outside world. Monday's trial was also held behind closed doors, prompting the families of the activists to plead for transparency.
I really want to see my son very much. If you do not give him a sentence, I cannot see him. If you give him a sentence, then I can go see him. All I want is just to see his face once.
In Hong Kong, protesters gathered outside of China's liaison office, calling for their release after the U.S. Embassy in China made the same request to Beijing. China immediately criticized Washington, saying it disregarded facts and violated China's sovereignty.
China urges the US to abide by international law and immediately stop interfering in Hong Kong affairs and China's internal affairs and meddling in China's judicial sovereignty.
Among the detained are 2 minors, whom Chinese officials said will be given a separate hearing. One of the detainees is facing charges under the national security law, which could result in a life sentence in prison. Kyung-eun, Arirang News.